that girls
Give it a
wear.
try. Give it a try. Andy, are you still there?
Yeah.
What do you got, Andy?
I don't want to.
Well, there's a fetish I don't think you guys have really talked about tonight.
Okay.
It's called scat. You know what scat is?
Scat.
Yeah.
I don't.
Although, you know, let's talk about it. But I think as Mike that called in earlier, I don't know if that would necessarily be considered.
What was Mike talking about? I missed that part.
He's just talking about the fact that the fetish has nothing to do with.
Oh, right.
But let's talk about it.
I think this is a fetish. I didn't really get that, but it's basic. Most people would call it poop sex.
Yeah.
You know, basically
Shit
like.
porn.
I don't know, just the smell of it turns you on, or you're into this defecating during sex.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's kind of a fringe thing, you could say, but, I mean, you'd be surprised how many girls are actually into it.
Now, do you like to be the defecator or the defecatee?
I'll really do either one. I think I prefer to be the defecator.
So
Okay.
wait, let me get this straight. You actually poop on each other?
Well, you can do it a couple ways. You can, like, a lot of people just start off pooping and then there's like the smell, you know? But some people will actually poop on each other, like really hardcore people will like poop into each other's mouth.
Sure.
There's like poopsex.com and stuff you can go to.
Sure.
It's like a subscription service. And I don't know, I mean, there's also, some people are into like the runs in people's underwear, you know, streaks. That's
Okay.
actually kind of how I got into it, but I don't know.
Now, okay, let's go back to that. Now, you said you got into it through the actual the streaks on the underwear. How did you discover the fetish?
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing story, but it was back in high school, and a girlfriend of mine slept over, and the parents were out of town, you know. And she left in the morning, and she like left her dirty underwear in my room, and there's like a little streak in it, and I don't know, I just kind of like got into it.
Sure,
you know?
rightfully so.
And you know, kind of smelled it, felt it. I don't know. Ever since then, I've just kind of been into the scat, the poop sex.
Now,
kind of elevated from there.
What was the next step? I mean, how did you?
Yeah, how do you bring that up with someone?
How did you incorporate that into your lifestyle?
Well, Megan was her name, and we had a really close relationship. So I mean, we've been dating for a long time. And after a while, I just kind of brought it up with her. You know, it's like, would you like to try this? And she had a couple drinks, and she just tried it. She tried pooping, you know, like I said, in the area, and then I tried pooping on her, like on her chest.
Okay.
And she kind of liked it. I don't know, we just did it from time to time. We didn't always do it.
Now, do you spread it around a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. That's part of the fun of it.
Are you
know?
spread back and forth, a little on her, a little on yourself? How does that work?
I don't like to get my own poop on myself.
No?
I don't know, I just have a thing about that. But like, she could poop on me and spread it on me, and then I could spread it on her.
Now, does it ever get up towards your face, or do you stay below the neck?
Well, like I think I said earlier, sometimes people like, I've tried this once, like poop into each other's mouth.
Okay. Have you tried that yourself?
Yeah, I did try that once. I thought it was, I don't really go that far.
What was it about it that you didn't like?
I guess the texture. I don't know, have you ever eaten poop?
No, I've never tried it myself.
Not me, no.
It's a little bit, it was a little runny.
Running?
Yeah, and it was just kind of gross, so I don't know, I don't think I want to try that again. I'd rather just keep it out of my mouth. Plus, I'm kind of worried about like E. coli and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now,
You definitely have to take a shower right after you do it.
Okay.
Because it's definitely sanitation issues.
Were you able to swallow it?
I didn't try.
Okay. So
I didn't want to try that.
So once you got it in your mouth, you just spit it back out.
Yeah, it was just too gross, really.
Did you wash it down with anything afterwards, or how does that
We
work?
had some water there.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Now, where do you put it, the feces when you're done with it?
So
Well, usually it just gets on the sheets, and you have to wash the sheets pretty thoroughly.
Okay.
Either like, well, it depends. You can spray them off with a hose, or just put them in the washer, like at a laundromat.
Sure.
Not my washer,
Sure.
but you know, just make sure to get them really clean.
Isn't it hard to like let yourself physically poop with, like, I don't know if I could do that with another person, like right there. Did it take some time to get used to physically actually being able to do that?
Well, you have to be really comfortable with the person.
no, I agree.
Like I said, we had a really long relationship. You know, we tried a lot of stuff, and you have to know the other person really well, and trust them, and just be willing to do whatever. You know. Yeah, I would never try that in a new relationship because
Right.
it would be really uncomfortable.
And it goes back to the kind of the theme that we like to say on here is that communication is pretty much everything in a relationship.
Totally.
Have you experimented at all with the golden showers or doing the urination?
No, I'm just not into that. I don't know.
It's just strictly poop.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. Well, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Have a good one.
Yep, you too.
You
Bye.
too.
Yeah, it was a good point. We didn't talk about it. But that is it's a very wide fetish, and along with the golden showers as well. A lot of people like to urinate on each other.
Yeah, and I don't mean to laugh or make gross faces about it. I guess I myself am just a little uncomfortable with it.
Sure, and, rightfully so. It's
You know.
it's there's different strokes for different folks.